You are watching the 2016 SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days, and I'm joined by University of Dallas head coach David Hoffman and senior captain forward Ben Mannings. Thanks for joining me, guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so we'll start it off with you, Coach. What are you most excited for this season?
I think I'm most excited in learning how we sort of unlock the puzzle. We're losing an exceptional player in the form of Colton Allen, and he afforded us the luxury of essentially getting a little bit of trouble. We could find him, and that would dig us out a little bit. So we're going to have to come up with new solutions. We don't have that player again. We don't have an analogous one to do his role. So the puzzle is going to be a little bit different, and I think it should be pretty interesting to see how we hopefully unlock that and are able to address and adjust to the opposition that we face this year.
Yeah, and going off of that, you have a really large group of newcomers this season. So how do you think you're going to work them into helping out and fill some of that role that Colton filled?
I think that most of the Colton role is going to come internally. We have 18 of our top 20 returning from last year, but having said that, this group of freshmen, there are several that are kind of pushing the envelope. They're at the minimum going to make us deeper, but I think there's a few that can challenge for starting time, and certainly some that are going to take on some minutes.
Great. And going to you, Ben, what have you done in the off season to prepare for this season, and what are your personal goals, if you have any, for this season?
So our off-season started as soon as we hit the spring season, to be honest, and we came as a team quite strong, and we kept our intensity pretty high. And then since then, through the summer and stuff, our coach has been sending out workouts to us for us to work hard and keep us motivated, and we've been keeping in touch with one another. So I think it's very internal. I've been working with a lot of players and stuff and keeping each other motivated and just been keeping the fitness up and getting used to the heat, to be honest, is the main thing for me. And I was going to say that I'm looking forward to a new season with new players, and I'm really looking forward to leading these guys out and trying to keep them intense and motivated and really drive them forward and really succeed this year, as it is our senior year, and I want to go out with a big win and hopefully a title.
Awesome. Is there a certain game this season you're looking forward to, or a certain opponent?
I've always personally loved playing Colorado College for some reason. I always find the intensity of the game's always there. The rivalry seems the strongest personally, and I've seen that they're like our best match. It's always a close game whenever we play them, I find.
Yeah, I mean, 2 ties last year. You can't get much closer than that. And going back to you, Coach, this is your 15th season as head coach for UD, so how does it feel to be so involved and invested in the team for such a long period of time?
It's certainly been enjoyable and challenging and comfortable, I think, all at the same time. To arrive here just 2 weeks before the start of the season and to only have 9 players on the roster presented kind of unique challenges that first year. And we actually had 40 attend the first day of training this year, so it's a different set of challenges. So that growth of the program has been pretty different. To go from a small number to a huge number has presented different challenges. But personally, I've really come to enjoy the longevity here. As a new coach, I thought there'd be new challenges, new challenges, new challenges. But as I've spent more time here, I love the rhythm of the season. I love developing the relationships and having kids that are having kids, having the opportunity to have almost the tapestry of a program and each team being sort of a thread, something that builds it all together, and seeing that continuity of guys year after year come in and be kind of so different, but at the same time very, very similar. The cultural piece of being at UD and the kids that are attracted to this program, there's a ton of similarities. You get guys coming back from the early aughts to now, and they get along very, very well, but there's 15 years gap in their life cycle. And it's pretty neat. It's regenerative each year when I come back. but it's also, I don't know, very touching to be in their lives as they go on and get married and have kids and come back and see me and see the program and continue to be invested. I'll go with that.
Ben, as you're now a senior, how do you think you've improved and changed throughout your entire college career with Dallas?
I came in quite very loose technically. My main asset was my athletic ability of like speed and size, but I feel through the years and stuff, Hoffman's really helped me with my technical ability, my skills, ball control, my vision of the play, and try not to be too passive in games. I seemed early on that I'd just ride along and would only be active when it was near me and stuff, but now I feel like I'm more active in the game even if I don't have the ball and stuff, and I'm more aware of what's going on. I feel like I've really grown as a player and become a bit more experienced and a bit more wise and understanding the situations a bit better.
This has been Katie Mucci with the 2016 SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days. Once again, I want to thank head coach David Hoffman and Ben Mannings for joining me today, and I hope you guys have a great season.